Alright! Dude, I gotta tell y'all straight off the bat, I am super stoked to be here. On the way here, I passed by this tattoo shop, and it was called No Regrets, and I was like, word! I thought that was a really cool way of saying no refunds. Which is shaky, because I had a pregnancy scare today. Although my friend tells me that it's not really a pregnancy scare when it's your wife. Call it what you want, but I was fucking terrified. Had to go to court last week, which I was going to tell you, if you're ever feeling bad about yourself, I recommend that. I don't want to be judgmental, but I'm gonna. Two things I saw that I wanted to share. One, when you walk into the courthouse and every security guard stops what they're doing and greets you as if you were fucking Norm walking into Cheers, you come here just a little too much. Like when you can say to somebody, don't you know I'm here today because I forgot my court date yesterday, and everybody laughs because that's just so you. Rethink some of those life choices, man. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm not a whole lot better. I make mistakes. Shit, I passed by a church the other day. You know, you see those signs out front with the little messages like, repent now, you're going to hell. Michael, call your mother. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I saw this one that said, texting while driving will get you a face-to-face conversation with Jesus. And I was like, what? What kind of cell phone plan does Jesus have? I don't know, maybe I'm off. Maybe it was because I was high. You decide. But I started thinking about Jesus like in other forms of social media, like Twitter, right? Like Happy Easter, hashtag back in 3 days. I'm looking out of the crowd right now. I see a lot of people who came with friends. That's awesome. Give it up if you came with friends. All right, now let me ask you this. Have any of you ever been hanging out with your group of friends and done this thing? Shit, I couldn't do no better than this. Huh? Ever had that moment? Like, let me rephrase it. Of all of y'all that came in here tonight, do any of you have a special friend? Okay, now when I say special, I mean like, they think the right to bear arms means it's cool to rock a shirt with no sleeves. Like, special. Like every time you have a conversation with that person, in the back of your mind, you're just like, wow. The fact that you can breathe and walk at the same time, that's amazing. How do you... Alright, I feel like some of y'all know what I'm talking about because you're laughing and nodding. I did notice a few of you not laughing or nodding. That's cool. Probably just means that you're that friend. That's okay. What do you say when you introduce that friend to somebody else? What do you preface it with? It's just them, right? Is that fair? Yeah. She's like, I don't know. I'm that friend. I don't know. She's looking at me. What do you say about me? I don't. Is that like? You have to say something like that's just them. You know? Like, and here's a better example for you. Okay? We're sitting around a table. We're playing this game called Apples to Apples. All right. Now, if you've never heard of this game before, everybody that's sitting around the table has cards in their hand with words on it. You have to pull a card from the deck that has a word on it. You match the card in your hand that you think best goes with what was drawn. We're playing this game. The word that gets pulled is dull. D-U-L-L. All right? Let's go around the horn real quick, see what we got, y'all. We got high school prom. Whatever. We got geometry. All right. Paying taxes. Heating up. Helen Keller. You don't need to ask who threw that because you already know. It was her. No, I looked at him and I was like, seriously, man, Helen Keller? And he looks back at me and he goes, what? You know that blind, deaf, and dumb girl. The one that was hiding in the attic with her folks. She kept a journal, man. They were hiding from the Nazis because they wanted to take them camping. Because they wanted to take them camping. Yeah, I know the right thing to do would have been to correct them. But let's be real, that ain't happening here. So I looked at her and I said, you know what, man, you're right. She lived an incredible life. It's amazing how she escaped from Nazi Germany and helped free all the slaves on the Underground Railroad. Spare time, she helped to knit the American flag. It's a darn shame she didn't walk away from that Challenger explosion. Because that's who I roll with. Oh man, so a little bit more about myself. Let's get acquainted, right? I'm part Greek and I'm part black. So go ahead, give it up one time real quick for a lifetime geared towards high blood pressure and a body hair growth rate that rivals that of a werewolf. Yeah! It's awesome, man. People don't always get the ethnicity thing, you know, so I find myself in a lot of really racially awkward situations. Like, for example, out of nowhere, Spanish-speaking people will come up to me and start speaking to me in Spanish. So yeah, all right, some of y'all are laughing at that, but I ask you, have any of you ever been walking through your neighborhood and had somebody come up to you with a weed whacker and just say, get to it? Yeah, I made $30 that day. That's not the point. Had this conversation with my wife. She was like, "You're not that romantic." To which I replied, "False." And then I thought about it for a second. I was like, "Well, I am guilty of grabbing her by the back of the arm and going, squishy." Yeah, no, see, don't do that. That's, you know. I started thinking about it, guys. I was like, man, what are some ways that we as men can be more romantic? But ladies, I'm gonna tell you, I feel like you ever got that bar set a little high for what you consider to be romantic? It's cool, I blame 80s movies. I'm not gonna stand outside your window holding a boombox in the rain just to show you how much I love you. There's things wrong with that, man. One, if you live in a nice neighborhood, it's not gonna fly. Music's gonna be too loud. Somebody's gonna call the cops. Quite frankly, people, it's too cute for jail. Started thinking about this, like when I die, I wanted to be clean cut and dry as to what it was that killed me. You know, like I don't leave nothing open to interpretation. Mainly because I don't trust my friends. You see my body, you see body parts smeared on a truck, you know, boom, got hit by a car, that's it. I know you're probably sitting there thinking to yourselves, man, that's morbid. What would make you think of that? Dude right here in the blue shirt, it's a great question. Glad you asked it. So a guy got struck by lightning. I ain't making light of it, but he got struck by lightning while hanging out in the parking lot at a shopping mall during a thunderstorm. And if you're like me, you hear that, you're like, damn, that's sad. Then you think about it, you're like, hold up. Who the hell hangs out in a shopping mall parking lot during a thunderstorm? He's not around to express himself or explain himself. I'm over here thinking maybe he's a Gene Kelly impersonator. First drop of rain, grabbed a hat and an umbrella, started dancing. We don't know. Here's another scenario for you. Maybe I'm walking through the woods eating a Jello pudding cup. Yeah. Maybe I trip. Start rolling down a hill. Right? Maybe I'm rolling, come out with shoes. Right? Continue to roll, and my jeans get caught on a tree branch and ripped off. Right? And I keep on rolling, I hit my head on the rock, I break my neck on the rock, and my dick lands in the Jello pudding cup. How's that gonna look? Again, I ain't around to defend myself, people. My friend's gonna be at the funeral, standing over my casket going, damn. You know he died fucking a Jello pudding cup? You guys been tons of fun, man.